Welcome back everyone to Mario Dust Levels. This is part 3. We're going after War 5 and that's it. Okay, first of all everyone, this is my third attempt at recording this part. The first part I screwed up and I forgot to add one level. That second time I got distracted quite a lot of stupid calls. But it's the third one, and it's like a week later after the second attempt. So I hope I remember everything I wanted to say about this war. For starters, at this level, it's nothing special, but there's something that happened to me that never happened to me before. You see, well, you're gonna see it in a while. For now, let's jump over this bit. Let's jump it. Yes, we got it. It's not okay. Here it is. Look, here's a small little vine on the very right. That it's very hard to get there. You have to jump over that red Koopa and then go up there. This is the first time I ever got to do so in one of my playthroughs ever. So I didn't know what was up here. What's up here is this bonus stage, and after you fall, you're gonna reach a secret warp zone. So yeah, actually it's very cool actually, if I say so myself, because this warp zone requires a lot of skills to get to, so it's a good reward. So if you play well enough, you can skip quite a few levels. But since this let's play, I had to kill myself there for this, and I didn't know that, and I was like, oh my god, I could have used it so long ago if I knew this was here, but since I didn't, well, here it is. It leads me to Ward 6. So yeah, I had to wait for the time to run out. God damn it. First time I ever have it, actually, too. But let's keep going. I know you have to keep going, and the war ends. You have to take that war zone, or else this level won't be able to be finished. Game over. Okay, just kidding. There's some invisible blocks over here, like always. But the first time you see this, you're gonna be scared for a second before you think, oh, there's supposed to be a secret block over here. I forgot. These Mario Lost levels. They are satanic evils. The son of the devil. And I got some fireworks because I'm epic and awesome. Well, here we go. World Fight 2, underground level. Something I would like to mention about the music in this game. It's a good soundtrack, especially for an NES game. Actually, who doesn't know the Mario Brothers theme? But it's not about this game itself. It's about how much they reuse these themes, mostly the underground theme. I mean, it's a very cool theme, and I enjoy it, and you never get tired of it. But well, I believe using these themes, reusing these themes so much in all the new Super Mario Brothers games, and even in Mario Galaxy a little bit. Even if it's remixes, you cannot say that you probably won't like to hear something new from Nintendo, considering that they can make some very kick-ass music. But well, when they reuse a track for so many games, well, it gets monotonous in my opinion. Anyway, World Fight 3 is one of the levels where being Luigi is actually better than being Mario. At the very beginning, you may have noticed that I had to jump over that pipe. If you don't jump over there and go in, the level will loop forever. And believe me, with Mario it's actually very hard to jump on there. But since you are Luigi, I am Luigi, and I have a higher jump, I don't need the turtles to bounce off or anything. I just need to get some momentum and just jump. So yeah, with Mario this level is one of the worst in my opinion. With Luigi, it's pretty damn easy, like I just showed. So yes, we go in the castle, save the princess. We all know you will do it. You're better than that, Mario, forever. Something that I noticed in this whole playthrough is that I died the most in the castles like that. In the castle levels. And I think that's actually pretty, very good. I mean, not that I die a lot, but more that the game is consistent in the thing that the castles are going to be the hardest levels, since, well, it's a fortress, a checkpoint, if I say so myself. So it has to be like the final step before jumping a new war, or in this case, finishing the game when it's the last castle. So yeah, I actually like that little detail. I don't think in the first Mario Brothers game they were that consistent, because I remember I definitely had a harder time on World 8-3 than 8-4 in my, but oh well. If you haven't noticed, I tend to edit out most of the deaths here, but when I die at the very beginning of the stage, at the first like 10 to 15 seconds, I normally don't edit anything out, unless I die way too much. In that case I do, and if I do, I'll probably say it myself with a test or something to remind me. But yeah, the trick to clear these levels, this game is to run very fast, being reckless, if I say so myself. You probably think, what the fuck? Being reckless will let you kill, but actually no. Well, of course, with Bowser, I will never do that, because, well, it's not hard, but since it's not hard, you can take your time with it. Oh my god, we just interrupted. Oh my god, what were the toads doing there? What were they doing there? Why? I don't know. Oh my god. Well, as I was saying, I don't think that being reckless and going very fast most of the time works the best in this game. Not every single time, of course, but like 80% of the levels, like here. Every single time you run into a Hammer Brothers, if you run into him since the beginning, and if you jump, you're always almost always guaranteed to be able to jump over his hammer, over him or his hammers, and I guarantee that. And in the later levels I show it off later, but believe me when I say that, when you see a lot of hammer rolls in a level in a row, you just run and jump at the right time, and you will never have to stop. It's very easy actually once you get the hang of it. Because believe me, going through Hammer Brothers, let's see if we see one here now. Going through Hammer Brothers slowly, try to take your time, will get you killed. Almost always, those bastards always try to read your movements when you jump. You jump, they jump. Or if you try to stop on them, they throw a hammer just at the right time to kill you. When you stop on them, they're just little bastards, I say. I don't think I have to talk about the win gimmick that the last level was introduced. You probably noticed that in a few levels, there's, well, win. Basically, that is pushing me either forward or backwards. It's very, how can I describe it? It really ruins the flow for me, in terms that it's very hard to time your jumps like that, and when you, mostly when it's going backward, when it's helping you go farther, it actually makes you go faster, and well, actually I go fast quite a lot. I enjoy the Sonic games quite a lot more than Mario after all, so going fast thanks to the win, I like that. But when the win is an obstacle by itself, when there's piranha plants and Koopas and stuff on their way, it's just it doesn't help with your Luigi's traction, that if you want to go back, you're gonna slip a little bit, and with the win, oh my god, you better not be close to any boundless speed, or else. And we just clear out, and I just went through our level without talking about it, so and we don't have that many to do so. So I'm gonna say something about it for starters. I believe I already say so, but I really hate water levels. Mostly because the swimming mechanics are just so... I don't understand them. I keep mashing the bottom and I keep going down sometimes, and sometimes I just skyrocket all the way up, whether there's a bottomless pit or not, because I have the logic that if I am over a bottomless pit, I'm gonna be dragged down by the currents or something like that. But many of the time I go through it. Whoa, I'm being a badass in this level. Did you see that? You see that? I keep bouncing over fishes that I don't see or I see. Oh my god, look how cool I am. Actually really enjoy this kind of levels. These are my favorites. I had to... Well, I mean, if you want me to play some level from Mario 1 or Mario the Lost levels, it will be this kind of levels. Like a lot of platforms, have to run very fast with the crazy fishes, jump, bounce up them. It's something I wish the newer game would do a little more often, because I don't remember any levels like this in the new Mario Brothers game. Or if there was one, they weren't ever really memorable. Well, as I was saying about the water levels, I just don't get it. I mean, really. It doesn't help that you're completely defenseless on them. So, yeah, not much to say about them. I hate them, to be honest. I'm not kidding them because just because to hate them. I think I actually like them on Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World a lot. But in this games, the first two, it just doesn't work. It doesn't help that I never had the Fire Flower in this game, so... Oh my god, that's a big fire stick. Oh, another. Well, I first died by that Hammer Brothers. Another puzzle castle or labyrinth, whatever way you wanna call it. You have to go certain ways, pathways, in order to proceed to the level. Otherwise, the level will loop on you, taking your time away, and making you get frustrated, like I do. I think this level took me like 10 minutes to clear the first time. Not because that was that hard, but because I was getting desperate from having to choose the pathways. In the first Mario Bros. Game, in the two castles it wasn't too hard to go through the right paths, because they don't put that many things on your way. But these last levels, they make sure that you have to almost always take the hardest path in order to progress. And believe me, if you screw up, it's gonna be hard to get back to the place to try again. Like this, I was like, I didn't see that one coming. Ah yes, this was the part. I ran into a small glitch here when I jump over Bowser, but I couldn't record it with that. Well, I did record something, but I screwed up my recording, so you didn't see me being epic. Sorry guys, I couldn't show the very last part of the level. And I had this awesome glitch to show off. But you probably know what happened. I just beat Bowser. The last part I showed you was right before Bowser, so there wasn't much less. So anyways, I'll see you next part.